Hello, my name is Lynn. Welcome back to my channel or whatever. Literally, as soon as I sat down to film this, my coochie goblin woke up. And so this is their swall. Okay, so I'm doing the whole no script thing just because I'm busy and I'm a new mom, clearly. And so I don't really be having time to write a script and film and edit. So yeah, but I want to update some videos that I have on my channel already, because like the whole idea of this channel is like me observing my paradigm shift and my perception change. And even in this case, my perspective has changed because I'm a mom now. So yeah, with that being said, subscribe to my channel, like this video. Also, I'm an author. I have 3 books published. They're available in my Etsy shop, link below in the description box. I bind my books myself. I write them, I edit them, I format them. It's my holy trinity, the mother, daughter, the baddest bitch, period. And yeah, eternity is right now. Gang shit, only a gang of poems too lazy to publish themselves, and Ass Out, the concept book that has visual arts, poetry, and diary entries spanning back to like when I was 17 to today. Not necessarily today, actually till I was about 22. Today I'm 24 and I turned 25 in 2 months. Anyway, there's that. I be trying to say that fast as fuck so the intro's not long as fuck. But I just want to update the video about my abortion. So I did mention I'm a new mom. I'm actually currently 3 months postpartum. But I have a video on my channel describing my relationship to my abortion. I think I posted that in like 2022 maybe. And so yeah, it had to be 2022. So damn, I think it might have only been a year. But a little bit about that is I had an abortion in 2021, as well as when Roe versus Wade was overturned. That was the year anniversary of my abortion. So that was very surreal, and I think that's why videos like that and like this are necessary. I want to start by saying I haven't re-watched that video. I'm not going to until I give an updated perspective, because I don't want my old paradigm to influence how I feel about it now. And so yeah, there's that. So moving forward, at 3 months postpartum, when I think about my abortion when I was pregnant, it really caused a lot of grief. I had nights when I was pregnant, like once I started showing and once I started being able to feel kicks and stuff like that, where like I was just like, oh my goodness, like I can't fucking do this. But it was really too late, and I feel like me and my partner had already committed to like allowing this being to come into fruition. Also, she think I'm talking to her, so she's trying to look at me. Hold on. Do you want to look at me while I talk? Yeah. She's mine. I love you. Okay, so anyway, we made a good decision. Honestly, I love this coochie gobbler so much. Yeah, you wanna see? Oh my god, like y'all, for real, she's awesome. So here's the thing. Yeah, clearly I don't regret my abortion. I want to start the video off by just saying that, because the circumstances was different and the person that I was different. At the time that I found out I was pregnant, my dog had just died that I had from the time I was 12 until I was like 20. And then my brother had just been murdered a few months before that. And I knew that having a baby would enhance my life, as far as this is a bundle of love. Like, she loves me so unconditionally right now. Well, okay, hold on. No, it's not unconditional, because as long as her needs is met, that's as much as she's gonna love me. However, I'm in a position to be able to meet the needs that I don't feel like I would have met in 2021, because I was so full of grief and I was so full of shame. And honestly, I'm not in that partnership anymore. And I'm glad that there's nothing tethering me to that partnership in hindsight. Like, I want to be as gentle as I can having that conversation, because I think a nigga is subscribed to my channel. So, with that being said, she's so cute. Hi, Diva. What are you doing? What are you doing? I still believe people should be able to have abortions. Like, I still believe that should be an option, because knowing what I know now at 3 months postpartum, it gives babies need so much like life force from primarily the womb carrier in the relationship, but just from the partnership period, where it's like, if you are not like autonomous in this decision, this is not the type of responsibility that should be forced onto people, because this is such a great responsibility. Like, right now as I'm talking, she can't hold her head up by herself. You know what I mean? And so I don't think that everybody is cut out to care for children, especially like this small, and I don't think people should be forced to have to. And I also feel like if the partnership is volatile or if the partnership is toxic, you most certainly shouldn't be forced to have an entire like existence that is a product of that, and then have like the responsibility of nurturing it still. It's like, what are we asking people to do? So yeah, basically I'm saying that to say my decision to have a baby at this point in my life, at almost 25, in a steady partnership, and then having learned what I've learned in the meantime. So in the meantime, since 2021, I've done a lot of growing. Check out my shadow work series, because a lot of life or death instances happened during that time of my life where I was just so, like, I want to say willy-nilly, but that's given like so silly, and that's not even like really embodying just the carelessness and the recklessness and like just the danger of how I was living at the time. And so since then, it's like I've done a complete 180, where like I fucking organize, I take my art serious, I've been publishing my books. I'm not just, you feel me, drunk in the backseat of cars flipping 3-4 times into fire hydrants no more. You feel me? So the lifestyle that I was living when I got pregnant is a lifestyle that a baby can exist in healthily, and thriving at that. Oh, did you smack yourself in the eye? I want to talk about the perception of mothers that I had, and that I feel like is so echoed online and just like in like the femme experience. Let me just start by saying the presence of responsibility is not the absence of freedom. Taking into consideration what I already explained, how the life that I was living is a lifestyle that is suitable for babies to be a part of. Now, I could see if you live in a life of destruction like I was in 2021, where like a baby cannot be a part of that lifestyle, the baby is going to be burdened by that lifestyle, and then we're going to project onto the baby that they're the burden because they're requiring us not to self-destruct, at least enough to nurture them. So with that being said, it's like, yeah, to my old paradigm that perceived the presence of this kind of responsibility being the absence of my freedom, the freedom that I was abusing. I'm about to put her in her swing. Because what's tea, sis? What's tea? What's tea? You say hi. Basically, I was saying, you're not free just because you able to live a life of destruction and telling yourself that you having fun. You're not having fun. You killing yourself. Period. Bless you. Did that tickle? So anyway, saying that to say, yeah, the presence of the responsibility of my daughter is not the absence of my freedom. And it's not a chain that ties me to their dad. For me, I don't know what y'all, but for me, that's not what this is. And we went into this like lifestyle understanding that never is it ever gonna give like our child is our only like bond to each other and remain in that partnership. So I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, it gives, no matter how me and my partner's relationship transforms, we decided that we'll still have space to figure that out and to navigate that as time goes on, as we move through time. But we are completely okay with both of our beings becoming a being of its own. And we are completely okay with our love creating a life force of its own in a way that like we can't control. Because I think that's like genuine love, you feel me? But at the end of the day, in this motherhood experience, I am learning that I can do and be all of me and still be a mother. I feel like there are so many people who are not mothers and cannot be mothers because they're literally men telling moms what they can and can't do. Like, people perceive that just because you've had a child, that now you have even tighter limitations in how you can exist. And I'm like, that is so audacious, because my vessel has created existence. And you want to try to act like that somehow takes away from the freedom to exist? That's so bogus. I can wear whatever I want as a mama. I can say whatever I want as a mama. Like, I can do whatever I want as a mama, because being a mama does not just mean caretaking. Being a mama means being a portal and having that connection to wherever the fuck, I don't know, wherever the hell she came from. My body is connected to it by muscle memory. We co-created and then delivered. And now she's amongst us like, what's up? Where you been at? The other day, she was just looking at her hand and she was like, really realizing that like this belongs to her. Like, and I was like celebrating her, like, surprise, surprise, you alive, mama. Like, welcome. We've been expecting you. Like, for such a long time. So anyway, just if you are contemplating having an abortion, if you have an abortion, do it for yourself. If you have a child, do it for yourself. Okay? Having a child does not mean that you are bound to the person you have a child with. It does not mean you are bound to a life that you don't desire. Having a child does not mean you have to redefine your ambition. It does not mean you have to redefine, I love you, the core of who you are. Now, naturally, that might just happen. Like, and that's fine. Like, if you a free spirit, you're gonna be open to that. But at the end of the day, having a child is not gonna negatively impact your life. And a lot of people that feel that way are literally choosing negative shit every single day, all around the clock. So like they're not gonna understand. And it's not your job to make them understand. Whether you decide to go through with your pregnancy or not, it's not your job to make them understand. And all the misconceptions around abortion is like, yo, you cannot get an abortion in 9 months, nigga. You lucky if you can get a motherfucking abortion by the end of your motherfucking 3rd month. to be honest with you. And having been pregnant all the way full term, I do believe that, like, so my last abortion, or my first abortion and my last abortion, I got that when I was 7 weeks and 4 days. So in hindsight, having gone full term in this present moment, I understand that that was not a person. For me, it didn't click that this is an actual human, this is an actual person, until I was well into my second trimester. That's when she started looking like a person. When I got my first ultrasound, where we could actually see like a skeleton of her, it was spooky. I was like, what the fuck is that? That ain't no way that's the nigga. But it wasn't. You feel me? There's a lot of morphing and developing they had to do. And so it doesn't start to feel like another person, in my experience, until like well into the second trimester. Before that, it felt like a parasite. Before that, it's like, nigga, I'm gonna be sick. My titties hurt. I feel my uterus getting thick and moving. Like, it's just, the experience is unpleasant. It's like the pleasant parts of pregnancy for me was when she was developed and I could see her foot from like the outside of my stomach, or I could see her face on the ultrasound. I'm like, oh, we have the same nose. Like when she really started becoming like a person. But obviously, like at the end of the day, you do not have to be pregnant just because you pregnant, period. I'm going to link down below some resources to handle your business, whatever you got to handle, because, hold on, she just literally barfed down her chest. That's what I was saying. That's what I mean when I'm like, look, even when they get here, it's like she's really just a sack of flesh, like not too much going on. She's not going to perceive herself until she's like 9 months. She still thinks she's me right now. So, yeah, you have the autonomy to choose. At the end of the day, you don't have to just let life happen to you. You can decide what you want to do, and you don't have to explain to nobody. You don't have to harbor no shame and no guilt, because time goes on. Time goes on, and if you making decisions in your best interest as time goes on, it's gonna go smoother. She's taking the fattest dump ever. If you hear grunting from off camera, she's shitting up her back, and I'm gonna have to wipe that. I'm gonna have to handle that. She cannot wipe her own ass. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I just want people to understand that the only wrong decision you can make is bringing a child into the world and then neglecting them. And then fucking them over. Also, what I've observed is a lot of people are scared to have children because the standard that they hold their parents to is so unrealistic and so rooted in perfection. They understand that if they have kids, their kids is going to disown them just how and no contact them, just how they've done their own parents. And they're not going to be able to handle that type of accountability that they trying to inflict onto their parents. It's like, somewhere along the line, generationally, we forgot. Generationally, is that a word? Anyway, we forgot that before a nigga's a parent, that nigga's a person. That nigga's a human. And with that comes mistakes. People are like, I have too much trauma to have kids. Bitch, slaves was having kids on the plantation. Shut that shit up, and you're not that damaged and you're not that important. The motherfucking kid's gonna flourish with or without you. If it take them getting the fuck away from you to flourish, they're gonna get the fuck away from you and flourish. Like, all of that shit y'all thinking about is really not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a... You're not that important. You're just the vessel. You are the vessel. You not the compass. You not the end all be all. You're just the motherfucking vessel. You don't have too much trauma to have kids. Like, what? You're never gonna be perfect. The perception of even, like I said it once, I say it again because that was the realest shit I said in our video. Slaves was having kids on that plantation, you can have kids in your motherfucking condo, bitch. It's not enough trauma in the world to not have no motherfucking babies. I don't know what to tell ya. And that's because y'all need to really start humanizing y'all parents and seeing y'all parents as people. That doesn't mean that don't mean break the no contact. If you no contact, I trust this for a good reason. That just means make sure your perception is clear and rooted in truth and reality, and not no fantasy of what, this shit should have felt like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or this shit should have felt like The Cosby Show. Because that's not no real nigga shit. Like, you feel me? So at the end of the day, I think I'm finna get off here because I think I already made all the points I'm gonna make. You feel me? Choose what you gonna choose. I chose life this time. I chose life, not just for myself. I chose external life outside of me. That's why I got this coochie goblin that's sitting right here, shitting up her back, smiling at me, throwing up down her onesie. First time around, I chose my life. That's why I started being able to, for one, even meet the partner that I have now and get my motherfucking mind right and get my motherfucking shit together. Whatever decision you make, it's okay. You'll be fine. You won't be perfect. And it's not gonna not be painful regardless. It's painful to get an abortion. It's painful to give birth. This is the righteousness in the human experience when you are a womb carrier. Okay? So anyway, my name is Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. Don't leave. Go ahead and watch another video. Don't even go nowhere. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Go watch my abortion video, as a matter of fact. And then moving forward, subscribe to my channel. Like, y'all not gonna really hear nobody else telling you the truth, for real, for real. I'm telling you right now. Like, I get on this motherfucker and I say the truth. Motherfuckers just get on this and they saying whatever the fuck they heard, and what they heard is fabricated. So go ahead and subscribe to the truth, bitch. You subscribe to all them lies for so long, you can subscribe to the truth for once. My books is gonna be linked down in my description box below. Also, follow me on Instagram. I don't Photoshop my pictures, period. And that's it. So it's healthy and it's safe. And yeah, good luck, mama. If you about to have a baby, good luck. You're gonna do amazing. It's whatever. Like, my only rule of thumb going into parenthood is I need to love my child in a way that liberates them to be able to vocalize how they need me to love them. Because if you let the motherfucker talk, somewhere along the line, the motherfucker gonna tell you what they need. And as long as we can have that type of relationship, we're always gonna have a relationship. Okay, I'm off here. I already gotta edit this shit. It's been half an hour. Peace.